A very, very warm good afternoon. This is Arunava Chaudhuri. You are live on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. It's another watch-along of the Indian football national team. It is Afghanistan versus India in the third and final group stage match of the CAFA Nations Cup. And it's going to be a decisive game in which, if India win, they ensure their second place finish and could then play on the seventh third place playoff. If India draw, it depends on what happens in the other game between Tajikistan and Iran. And further, all of this depends, of course, what India does. And if India loses, then it is very, very likely that India will not make it to the third place playoff. So that's also a reality. So let's wait and see what happens. At the moment, the group table looks like this. Iran has 6 points from 2 matches with a +5 goal difference. India with a -2 with 3 points. Tajikistan +1, but are behind India because India beat Tajikistan, and Afghanistan -4 because of their 2 losses, 3-1 to Iran and 0-2 to Tajikistan. So that's the situation. So therefore, we will have to wait and see. Hi, Abhijit. Welcome back. Not only you, to everyone. So let's wait and see what we do. And we've got the lineups. What I was discussing yesterday in regard to, or even today in the video, which I did earlier in the day, Rahul Beke has been named captain of the Indian national team. So Rahul Beke will captain India in the absence of Sandesh Chingan, who was flown back to India due to a jawline fracture. That means that Valpuya takes Rahul Beke's place. So the 2 former Mumbai City teammates, and Vikram as well as Danish Farooq on the bench with Mahesh Naurem as well as Jitendra Mes as the attacking option. So let's see if it works for India, if it works for Khalid today. It will be very, very interesting to see. I have a different viewpoint. I think Vikram's work rate, Vikram's legs were very, very important in that game. So therefore, that will be very interesting to see if we can really it will be very interesting to see if we can really do what is needed. I go through the whole lineup. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu in goal. In defense, we have Valpuya, Rahul Beke, Anwar Ali, and Mohammad Wais. In defensive midfield, Nikhil Prabhu, Suresh Wangjam, as I would have said, expected. If we're playing a 4-3-2, then on the right wing, Jitin. On the left, we have Ashik Kurunian, and in the middle, as a number 10, as a free player, Mahesh Naurem, and up front once more with the number 10 jersey on his back, Irfan Yadwat. So that is the lineup that we have so far. Interesting to see if we can, if it works. We are expecting, as we have kickoff at the Hisor Central Stadium, India versus Afghanistan, and India playing from left to right and Afghanistan from right to left. Oh, there's a first effort, I think, from Suresh. Interesting to see, because there are a number of players where I would be skeptical. But again, it's for Khalid Jamil to figure out which is the best team for Team India. As I say, will be interesting to see if this team can really click and do what Khalid wants the team to do. That is, I think, the big question today. And therefore, Afghanistan not to be underestimated. Team of a lot of experience with origin players. And of course, we can't forget the loss we faced against Afghanistan in our last fixture in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And let's see what kind of a strategy India takes into the game. I think that's going to be also a big, big question today. Can India play differently than they played against Afghanistan? Long ball forward from Rahul Beke onto the wing, finds Ashik. Ashik beats his marker, loses the ball. Irfan gets the ball back, wins the ball back. just outside of the box, dispossessed by the Afghani right back. And it'll be interesting to see how we play as we have at least Delal Arezu in the squad, who over a decade back spent a few months at Churchill Brothers, and as now Afghanistan are trying to combine and play forward. Cross to the left flank, ball received by Musawi, back to Rahimi, cross to the other side. Interesting to see India already not dropping deep, but allowing the Afghanis the ball. Bengal media seems to agree with Mohun Bagan after Jingan's loss. Do you agree? No, Abhijit. Sandesh Jingan was an on-field injury. The decision, Sandesh Jingan is the captain. Of course, if it's a life-threatening injury or, a severe injury, then the doctor has to step in. We can talk about that, about Jingan's injury at the Asian Cup. But this is an injury. First attempt, ball into the middle. Ooh! What was that? Anwar Ali nearly squaring the ball in his own goal. First corner of the game for the team coached by Vincenzo Alberto Anese, who's now been shown. Vincenzo Anese, of course, has coached at Gokulam Kerala, has coached at Northeast United, so knows Indian football. Trying to put the ball into the box, the Afghanis. So, Abhijit, no, I don't agree on this. Totally constructed thing, in my opinion. And FC Goa will take care whatever is needed and try to ensure that Sandesh is, if possible, ready and capable to play in the AFC Champions League 2. Hi, Blue. Welcome back. 0-0 between the two sides. Valpuya making a start as a right back. Someone, of course, who's come through the ranks at Mumbai City. India lose the ball. Afghanistan clear, high and wide. Not a problem. It'll be interesting to see what strategy the two teams take, because today India has to play different than what they played against Tajikistan or against Iran. And because this is a lower ranked team than India, does it play in their minds that they did lose to Afghanistan in the last encounter in Guwahati? Mohammad Uwais clears for a throw-in for Afghanistan on the right. Yamna Sherwad. India putting Afghanistan a little bit under pressure. Nice trick by Hanifi. Afghanistan now on the left. Ball played out to Arezu. Ooh, that was too strong, luckily, but cleared now by India, back with the Afghanis. That Instagram story is absolutely BS. I guess they don't even know. Most players have insurance. Yeah, they will in this matter take. I mean, it's quite funny that Ravi Pushkar had to come out and make a sort of denying statement. I mean, that sums it up, I think, and it's a complete embarrassment. But who in the Kolkata media will take it up? Because Mohun Bagan did something or Mohun Bagan didn't do something, and therefore we are in the situation we are in. But yeah, the less I say, the better, I think, on matters like these at this moment in time. Has India tried to build up? Even Afghanistan playing with the ball. Yeah, that's the realities, right? That if teams are capable of playing against us with the ball, they will do that. We have a lack of playing capabilities at the moment, and that is showing itself again and again. Mohammad Uwais want to try a long throw in, long throw in, and that's one of our weapons that we like to use in these kind of games. Uwais short. Into the box, cleared by Afghanistan. Intercepted by India. Ball back to Valpuya, who's the last man. Plays it to Awais, who loses the ball in the build-up. Afghanistan. And this is what worries me, even these kind of matches, that a team like Afghanistan is confident, comfortable on the ball against us. Not to my liking. That's a problem. As Afghanistan have the ball amongst them. 7 minutes played. Ball moving forward. Can't keep it in. Maziar Kuyar. Foul given, I hope, for India, yes. Ranyadwad, let's see. Yeah, was held on. By Amit Arezu, who plays in Norway, in Arendal. Free kick India. Played back. Albeke with the long ball, looking for Jitin. Can't beat his mark, at least wins a corner. Jitin offensively better than Vikram, I would think, but the question is how much of defensive work does he do? How much does he help? Corner to be taken by Mahesh Naurem. Good ball in, good header. Rahul Beke somehow cleared. Mahesh maybe beats his marker into the box in the danger zone. Afghanistan tries to clear. And uncontrolled shot from Anwar Ali, just blind. And this is the concern, the worry I always have in the way we play, that we don't have a cool head and then, try and play football in these situations. Abu Hanifi commanding with Reza Ali Panahi. Afghanistan clear their lines. Should be a throw in for India. Yes, it is. Afghanistan win the ball. Played back to their keeper. Played long. Cleared by Afghanistan with a header. Foul given for Afghanistan. We need someone who can lead in the final third. Yeah, Blue, not only that, we've just put in, what I feel is that's the way Khalid likes to play. He's put in runners. He's put in, these 4 attacking players are runners, but there's none of the players who can hold the ball, who can, shield the ball, get the others to run up and then play it out, And that's the concern, because every time we've got this situation where we're handing the ball back to Afghanistan, who are more confident than us. And again, this is in Afghanistan with quite a bit of Norwegian influence today on the field. So therefore, that's something which we need to keep in mind when we talk about Afghanistan. Today, in the past we've had an Afghani team with a lot of German influence. At the moment, it's a lot of Norwegian, lower class Norwegian influence. Ball played out to Muwasi. Was in on that left flank. Plays it into center. Nikhil doesn't get to it. Oh, that's a bad pass. Throw on, goal kick for India in the 12th minute. So far, nothing much has happened. Once more, talking about the India lineup, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu in goal, Valpuya, Rahul Beke, Anwar Ali, and Mohammad Uwais in defence. Nikhil Prabhu, Suresh Wangjam in defensive midfield. Jitin, Mahesh, as well as Ashik in attacking positions, and then was there a penalty on one of them? And Irfan Yarwad as a striker. Let's see, was there contact? Irfan Yarwad, there was contact, but that's too easy. Yeah, there was contact, but and the referee is telling Irfan Yarwad. This was similar to what Bahrain was trying to do yesterday, right? Trying to win a penalty. Blue says Khalid will strive against weaker teams against whom we should win because of his style. And that's the problem. Today is that test, Blue. Today is that test of can we do it or can't we do it? And this is the real test of how we play. And is there a difference? Again, he's changed personnel, but is that personnel really the one that is going to change things? And of course, Sandesh Jingan missing at the back. Will that hurt us in some sort of way? Afghanistan have the ball back. Play long. Looking to beat Uwais. Uwais wins the ball. Uwais slips against Kuyar. Afghanis trying to keep the ball. Yeah, they keep the ball. I don't know why the Indians are slipping so often. We've seen this now in all the 3 matches. Ball high. Valpuya will clear it. Jitin. Chance to break. Mahesh. Can Mahesh get it out of the way? But Mahesh loses the ball. That's not a way where you do your own build-ups and tricks, Mahesh Naurem. There you play a clean pass, but he didn't have options also. India again are running after the ball. Ball on the left wing, Musawi. Well done by Valpuya. Jitin plays it to Mahesh. Now Mahesh with not much space has to play it back to Uwais. Anwar. But the ball is terrible. Yeah, Blue. And that is where the coach comes in. The coach has to give you the confidence. Try and play football. Try and combine. Again, we are focusing mainly on avoiding conceding goals and then work in set pieces like corners, free kicks, and throw-ins. Again, Rahul Beke looking to play it long. Nikhil Prabhu drops into the last line. Chip forward to Ashik. Ashik beats his marker. Ashik, that's a good pass to Irfan Yadwad. And that is blocked. Or was it a handball? No. There could have been a chance for Irfan Yadwad. For once, Ashik Kurunian beats his marker, plays a good ball to the number 10, India number 10, but couldn't get something done. Throw in India. Mohammad Uwais. Afghanistan win the ball from the throw-in. Try and combine. Long ball forward. Should be easy for Gurpreet to collect. Yeah, he does. Plays it out to his left back. Sorry, to Anwar and then to his left back with them. Nikhil Prabhu, Rahul Beke. And looking at options. Oh, that's a terrible pass to Valpuya. Valpuya not alert. Thought his captain would be playing the ball forward. That's the problem. There are no options, right? Players' movements. We're always looking at, that could be a free kick against Valpuya. And who's complaining? No, it's not a foul. That's the problem when Anwar, Rahul Beke, even Valpuya, Mohamed Uwais have the ball. They're trying to play it forward. Yeah. Too much physicality against Omid Musawi. Free kick from the left side, and we see Belal Arezu, the former Churchill Brothers striker. Captain Nazar. 3-4 Indians in the way. Mahesh doesn't clear the ball again. Tofit Skandari gets the ball into danger zone. Should be Gurpreet. Yes, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu has the ball. Long throw towards Irfan Yadwad. Oh, that's might be a chance for the striker. But well done by keeper Faisal Hamidi. Could have been a chance. Good long throw from Gurpreet. Afghanistan play the long ball forward. Rahul Beke clears. Suresh under pressure. Beke again lost. Suresh wins it back. Plays it back to Anwar. That is dangerous if an experienced Arezu, Bilal Arezu, of course, playing like his brother Bilal, 36 years of age. Played many years back, as I said, in the I-League for Churchill Brothers. Now back in Norway. Valpuya. Suresh tries to find Jitin. Valpuya under pressure. Does well. But dangerous if he loses that. Okay, Anwar. Beke with the ball. Waiting for potential options. Anwar lays it to Ashik. Back with the Indian centre backs. Uwais. Nikhil Prabhu under pressure. And the ball is gone. That's a problem. There is no build-up play. There is no positive play. Similar to what I said against Tajikistan. Final play, final pass. Something. Oh, that's maybe a chance for India. Was it Ashik? Yeah. Dispossessed. Mahesh has it back. And oh, terrible pass. Mahesh is not having a good game so far. Afghanistan play the ball to the other side, but oh, that's way over. Only 36% possession against Afghanistan. Yeah, Blue. It's not been a good game by India so far. The problem is that against teams like Afghanistan, we need to at least have more than 50% of the ball and not let the opponent play. Ball out to Ashik. Plays it forward to Irfan. Now to Mahesh. Mahesh again dispossessed. Afghans clear. Arezu charging. Valpuya does well. Plays it to Anwar. Mohamed Uwais. Anwar. He played to Beke. Rahul will chip it forward, looking for Mahesh. Doesn't get to it. And Nikhil Prabhu is also not there. Back with the Afghanis. And they're confident on the ball. That is the problem. The way we're running, challenging, again, one player, maybe two players are going out to do the press. Has to be better. Ball back with Musawi. Afghanistan combining in their own half. Chip it forward past Valpuya, but too much of spin. Throw in India. Valpuya for Jitin. Ooh. Somehow stays in. Valpuya plays it back to his captain. Oh, Rahul Beke a little bit under pressure from Arizu. Plays it to Anwar. Anwar chips it forward. And Mahesh does not get to it. Yeah, we see the problems in our game plan. We've a little bit that Manolo has worked on the boys to try and play a little bit of football here and there. Seems to be totally gone. So is the quest today just to avoid losing? That seems to be like the plan at this moment in time. High wedge and the passing is horrible. It's non-existent. That's the thing. Afghanistan doing the basics right, except sometimes the passing, trying to combine themselves. They're outside of the box. Could be an attempt at Chol, and good save by Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Tofi Skandari with the first real chance of the game. How can you play like this after saying aim is to win? Blue. Sorry, not a shot from Skandari, but Reza Ali Panahi. Looked like the 10 was number 16, but the number 10, Skandari, will take the corner. Blue, what did we expect? Again, cleared by India. Back with Afghanistan, but there's a man down in the box for Afghanistan. Ball dangerously in the box. That should be a goal kick. Someone is down. Captain Hanifi, sorry. So, Blue, the problem is, what did we expect? What did anyone expect? I don't remember. Is this Afghanistan team a complete different one from before? It has a lot of players missing. I mean, Harun Amiri, who we know well in Indian football, of course, who's played for multiple clubs, is no longer with the Afghan national team, has retired. Sharif, who's actually been the captain in this tournament, is not even, if I see it properly, in the squad. Doesn't seem to be in the squad today. So therefore, there are a lot of players who we've not seen. So therefore, yes, this is a different Afghanistan, and I guess they're building for the next cycle. But again, a lot of origin players. This one is full of players from Norway. Oh, maybe a chance for India. Advantage given, maybe a chance. Irfan Yadwad. And there are multiple people down. Before that, did he allow it to go on? Was it offside? Oh, yeah. On fault from the Afghan, from the defender, Amit Arezu, brother of Bilal. Oh no, offside and bad shot, yeah. Good evening, Yuvraj. Welcome back to another live watch along. Yeah, seems to have pain in his back, but that was his own fault. Jumped into Ashik. He seems to have injured himself. And that hurts when you bang into the ground as the two teams are utilizing this short break to drink some water. As Rahul Beke is having a word with his teammates. I'm convinced that Edmund is not an amazing player, but clearly a better forward than Irfan. Yuvraj, I'm not sure. Honestly, I like the running. If I'm looking at the system of what Khalid wants to play, again, you have to always look at what a coach wants. Khalid wants runners. If you look today, Jitin MS is a runner. Ashik is a runner. Even Mahesh is now a runner. That's what he wants, right? So Edmund, you could use if you're playing more football or trying to play football. So that's the thing. Irfan Edward, what is he doing? Angry Bird's not hitting the target, right? But and it was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But my concern is the way we play football, right? Or rather, not play football. That is my concern when I see this game plan. Ashik beats his marker for once, beats two. Ashik in the box. Ashik Kuronian falls down, slips again. It seems like they're wearing the wrong studs once again. Always this slip. Gurpreet clears. Afghanistan gets in the way. Jitin for once has the ball. Plays it to Irfan. He's going to win a free kick. Yeah. Irfan seems out of it, even if the ice is not live. I expect some decent showing from him. Yeah. Center forward is not, more like they're playing on slippers. Yeah. The problem is if your studs are not long enough. And if you'd seen before the game in halftime, they always water the ground because you're playing two matches, a day. And again, tomorrow they play two matches, and then there's a 1 day off. There's a lot of football on these grounds, and therefore it looks like slippers. So, yeah, and not the best of performances at the cooling break after nearly 29 minutes. It's goalless between India and Afghanistan, or Afghanistan-India. I think that's the best thing for both the sides. Nothing much to talk about. I don't know what you guys think. And as I've said, right, looking at it, 73% of those who voted have said India will win. So let's hope you are right. And we'll have to see what we do, because we need to do more. This is not good enough so far. India needs to do more, needs to be better. The only real chance from Reza Ali Panahi, long range attempt cleared by Gurpreet, can be dangerous. Burnley winning Premier League is more realistic than us completing 10 passes in a go. Yuvraj, I think Wrexham winning the Premier League is more likely than us completing 10 passes. I would go to that extent. And Gurpreet is not happy as I see. Khalid is not happy as I see. Right, so we need to do more, because Singapore will play more against us. If you watch, at least some parts of the Bangladesh versus Singapore game, that's going to be totally different, and this is not going to be good enough. We have to do more, and this moment in time, free kick for India. Mahesh is going to take it. He's also not been really in the game. Mahesh Naurem into the box and cleared by Afghanistan. And the Afghanis keep the ball in and earn a throw-in. On a serious note, sir, says Yuvraj, we're using wings for attack, but you need man drawings from attacking to get clear balls inside. Yeah, but the problem is even once or twice when the marker beats the man, right? Irfan Yadwad's main job is to really run. So therefore, sometimes ball through now. Uwais, can he clear the ball? Mohamed Uwais gets to it. Does he slip as he's done? For once, he clears the ball, but it's going to be a throw-in for Afghanistan. Mohamed Uwais has not convinced me so far today. Which his defending has been better in the first two matches, I feel. Afghanistan on the right. Skandari plays back to his captain. Oh, ball lost chance. Ashik and Jitin have switched sides very interestingly. So Khalid made one tactical change. If Khalid wants runners, why not Changte? Mahesh was so bad today. Blue. If Lalinzola Changte, who's our best attacking player at the moment, sits on the bench, that to me is an answer how good a coach can be, right? So again, Changte can play in every position you ask him to play. Changte is a sure starter for me. And if you're not playing Lalinzola Changte, it raises questions about the coach for me. Oh, big mistake. Chance now for Ashik. Oh, lucky there. And Ashik gets a yellow card for, did he hit the keeper? An alert Ashik. I think it was Hanifi. And then keeper Faisal Hamidi gets there once more. We see, short pass played. Ashik in the way, but ow, that hurts. That hurts. The keeper is faster than Ashik, and oh boy, hits him with his knee. Oh, that, I hope he hasn't broken something in his face. That was dangerous. But that is again Ashik Kurunian, right? Those chances, because Ashik is alert in these kind of situations. Could have done maybe something out of this. And yeah, I think Mahesh, again, this is to our friends who wanted Mahesh in, who wanted Jitin in. No, sorry guys. Yeah, Afghanistan also slipping. Valpuya touches the ball before it goes out. Just has to shadow the ball. And it's clear on the side where there is this, where the sun is not going and the pitch has been watered. It's especially slippery. Afghanistan trying to put it in the box. Rahul Beke clears. And now Mahesh loses the ball again. Afghanistan trying to figure out what to do. Chance for India to break. Long ball forward, but Afghanistan have it and clear the ball. Musawi. Afghanistan still have the ball as a man down. Still they continue. And Mohamed Uwais clears the ball. Sir, looks like 4-2-3-1 is our formation today. Just that our 2 and 3 from midfield is not playing. Yeah. That's a problem. Oh, Anwar Ali, that is... Yeah. Gets to the ball but jumps into the back of the player. Lucky there not to pull the foul. That's the problem, Yuvraj. Ashik at least is trying, but Mahesh and Jitin are off and Irfan is trying to run, but Yeah, doesn't have the impact. And the much criticized Ashik Kurunian is the player with the most impact for us at the moment. +36 minutes gone. Ball out to Ashik. Ashik beats his marker, but is the ball out? Yes. It seems like our win against Tajikistan might have been a fluke. Might? That's the question. Nazari. Zelfi Nazari. Tajik soldiers watching Anwari's physique, happy that Tajikistan share no border with us. Oops. A bold prediction say if we don't score in first half 1, then it's a 0-0 draw or 1-1. I don't even like where do you get the 1-1? It has to be something. Afghanistan have the ball on that left flank again into cleared by India. That's at least a good one. Ashik beats his man, beats the second, but also loses the ball. Too selfish against Rahimi and Panahi. And Afghanistan try and clear. It's a little chaotic. Mahesh and Afghanistan have the ball back. Disappointed really with Mahesh. As I said, to me, Changte or Mahesh come in as a number 10. But Mahesh has done able not to do something. Panahi does a nice step over, plays it out wide. Musawi into the box, cleared by Rahul Beke. Too easy, Valpuya. Clearly no composure on the ball. Yeah, well, Zain, that's our biggest problem. No composure at all. And there seems to be an injury problem for Afghanistan. Win against Tajikistan was, as I said, was individual brilliance. Some Tajikistan mistake and situational awareness. Our forwards didn't play that day at all. Leave aside getting involved. I think Yuvraj, that's the whole point, right? The first one is slapstick. I mean, normally the player clears the ball and we don't discuss a goal, but he hits his own player and then the ball goes in. And the second one, yes, good ball from Anwar in, Rahul, and then an alert Sandesh and 2-0, 13 minutes. But thereafter, yeah. Are we just standing to stop their attacks? Only looks like it. Looks like it at the moment. You see quite a number of spectators now at the ground. Yeah. And this is the problem, right? In the national team, with no foreigners involved, you have to work in training sessions on the basics. So this is the thing. How bad is Ashik? Abhijit, Ashik is our best attacker at the moment. What are you saying? He's by far our best attacker amongst the four that you have. And an Afghan player is stretched off. Was it Yama Shehzad? I don't know, Abhijit. I don't think. Yeah. Ball back with the Afghanis on the left flank. Musawi. I don't know where he's looking for. Terrible ball into the middle. Only saving grace at the moment is that Afghanistan isn't any better. If we don't score, we'll lose 0-1. Yeah, looks very dangerous. As Afghanistan prepare to bring on Rahmat Akbari, man with the number 8 jersey. Plays in Australia for the Golden Coast Knights. Indian attack. Irfan Yadwad. Sorry, Ashik again gets stopped. Why is Khalid not subbing Ashik? Akash, why should he sub Ashik? Why not Mahesh? Why not Jitin? What have they done? I don't know. Am I missing something? Ashik has been, the 2-3 situations which were decent came off Ashik's boot. Valpuya cleared again. Now Valpuya ventures too far off. I hope it doesn't hurt. Rahul Beke, hope he's alert where the ball is. Yes. Anwar finds Mahesh for once. Can he keep it? Gets it to Jitin. Across to Ashik and is blocked. Afghanistan have the ball back. Our gameplay is offensive to just that Frizif is missing in it. Where is our gameplay offensive today? Yuvraj? I don't know. Afghanistan has much better players than us. All of them are playing in foreign leagues. Yeah, gosh. Yeah. In the next 5-6 years, Afghanistan amazing. Akash, I don't know if they will in the end. Oh, Anwar loses the ball. सर मेरे गुस्सा आ रहा है कि क्या ट्रेनिंग करता है गुलजारी. I don't know what you expect from a Khalid Jamil training. I don't know what, this is what you expect. If anyone is expecting anything else, welcome to a very strange world. Sir, and Visif is missing from offensive. Okay. Remove from offensive. Okay. Yeah. That's a gameplay. Tajikistan should be ashamed for losing against us. Yes, Akash, they should be. They should be very much seeing this. And we are celebrating a 0-3 against Iran. When they make chances, they don't bury it. They are so kind-hearted, says Angry Birds. Yeah, but we have to do more. We have to do better. And interesting will be substitutions. What does Khalid Jamil do? And to me, very clearly, one player who I think, so are you serious? Ashik being the best attacking player, I think both of them. But Abhijit, what has Jitin done? How many touches has he had on the ball? What has Mahesh done? So if I look at least he's tried, right? I don't know if what you guys are watching. Right? So we could replace all four of them, yes, but where are the players to replace them, right? If we draw here, people will celebrate. Look, without Mohammad Subhajan playing, the players in withdrew against the team we lost last year. Khalid Paul, yeah, Yuvraj. Actually, Iran should be ashamed for beating us. Only 3-0. Blue, a couple of Iranian friends actually said that to me. And they said with utmost respect. But you said, with the team we had, we should have beaten you 5-6-0. So this is the thinking of an Iran B or C, whatever they see, that we should be beaten like that. Ashik loses the ball. Back with Musawi on the left. Beats Valpuya. No, not foul. Also not given. Hey Vikram, yes, I've enjoyed match. Our boys played well. Now today watching this running like headless chickens. Yeah, but that comes from the coaching, right? Ooh. And Irfan Yadwat picks up a yellow card for fine. Vikram Bhai, for running like headless chickens, we need to be running. There is no running. Oops, it's getting worse. Yeah, it doesn't look good at the moment. Let's be honest about it. Hanifi now on the ground. Yeah. Irfan Yadwat only looking at the man, not looking at the ball. Yeah, earns his yellow card. Not good enough. Afghanistan work their way up on the right flank. Are they going to put a ball into the box? Yes, they do. And luckily, no good header from Musawi. Easy to collect for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. At least we have Gurpreet in goal. We have more yellow cards at the moment than dribbles, says Yuvraj. Yes, I really don't know what to say. This is foul for India. Handball. The one thing is clear, the defensive unit is strong and good, but the attacking unit is not up to international level at this moment in time. And even if the boys are able to score a goal or do something, that does not change. Nikhil. A nice through ball from Rahul Beke, but not understood by the players. Afghanistan have the ball. Counter on the right. They stay on the right wing. And that's a wasted opportunity, long range attempt. That's the only good thing, that Afghanistan is also not penetrating the final third, really. But Gurpreet not happy. You can see him. He wants his players in defensive midfield to close the players down. Thank God Gurpreet is in form, else it would be something already. Yeah, it looks like it. And 5 minutes of added time. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu saved us from double-digit goals for at least 10, 20 matches now. Yeah. Long ball, maybe a chance. Jitin. Does he beat Hanifi? Gets the ball in the middle, but cleared by the Afghans. And Musawi doing a few number of tricks here and there, but doesn't have the composure. Ahmed Musawi, who's learned his football in the Netherlands. Throw in India. In the 49th minute. Still goalless. Maybe a chance. Rahul Beke now with the long throw in for India. Yeah, is Nikhil Prabhu. And long throw cleared by the Afghans. Flies to Jitin. Decent attempt. Best attempt for India. More to waste with the ball. Last few seconds of the first half. Long ball forward. Afghans played forward again. Musawi. Blocked by Valpuya. Not given as a foul. Good call by the ref. And that's a wasted one. Mahesh. Could cause problems to Hanifi. And the referee doesn't allow the throw in. Calls for halftime. Yeah, it's already over 50 minutes. So it's goalless at the break between the Indian national team and Afghanistan. Musawi not happy with a few decisions. Nazari having a word also with the ref. Again, I think that referee did his job fine. Let me know what you think, guys. Your opinion of the first 45 minutes between Afghanistan and India. Just checking. So far, 76% are saying in the voting India will win. 19 say Afghanistan. 5% say draw. And if it didn't win today, AIFF need to sack coach as soon as possible. Guzari, I don't think that will happen. 60% ball possession for Afghanistan. 4-3 chances for Afghanistan. These are the kind of matches, where we need something to happen to us. And again, best opportunity, I guess, was that long-range attempt from Reza Ali Panahi. Why did we not beat Afghanistan? The ISF features a lot of mental pressure on players, plus new coach sort of thing. Also, we have pressure of 40 Afghanis listening to it. Dude, that's struggling. Yeah, a country which has been at war and other things. Yeah. As bad as Jitin was, I think he came closest to scoring. Yeah, but again, he was terrible. Again, close to scoring is nice, but he didn't, right? And even if he did, it doesn't change the gameplay. So for me, that's the question. Jitin MS starting. We had Danish Farooq the other day starting. Even Mahesh, I'm disappointed because Mahesh has shown in the past what he can be capable of in a national team, but today was nothing. And it was, again, if he was in a number 6 position trying to combine his way out, because he also doesn't have an option, right? The problem is with training sessions of Khalid Jamil, a lot of the ball will be bang it out, bang it forward. There is no combination play at all. Worst playing style, says Guzari. I should say we played worse than the match we lost against Afghanistan. Yes, Blue, that's also true. We were not good in Guwahati. We were not good away in Saudi to Afghanistan, but we weren't as bad as we are today. This today is Khalid Jamil football. If you expect anything more or anything less, I know if he wins today, people say, okay, fine. But again, this is not the test. The real test is against Singapore, and Singapore is stronger than Afghanistan. And that is my concern going forward, is what do we want? Because the players are not training with their teams properly, preparing for the ISL. The ISL should have normally started in a couple of weeks. All of these things are factors. And is our team going to be match ready? Again, the defense stands tall because Afghanistan's threats are long range. That's fine. So therefore, yeah. It's not good to see. Is it Terzic ball? Cannot see the match. Roshan, it's Khalid ball, Haram ball, whatever you want to say, against a team who can technically play football. That's the thing which again I would expect. So therefore, what do we expect? By the way, we're not playing that bad on how some people are blabbering in the comments. It's decent, but we're not clinical at all. We have far worse before CAFA. No Angry Birds. I can't. This is non-existent football, right? So I don't know where you think we are decent. If this is decent, we don't have. Whenever we have the ball, we don't have a plan, right? The players are trying to get rid of the ball, right? The only player who I think is really creative in this team is a Mahesh. But Mahesh, decision-making today, not good, right? Ashik can run. Jitin can run. Irfan can run. But then you have Nikhil and Suresh who are trying to plug the gaps. Do you really think Indian players are better than Afghani players? Afghanistan, nice country, or hell, is they play with overseas ground? How is that an issue? Abhijit, if I see the first half, are our players better than the Afghanis? I don't know. You tell me. I don't think so. And if they're playing with overseas players, is their right? We are not playing with overseas players is our problem, right? I love this thing to say, the others are playing with overseas players. No, it's not their problem. It's our problem because we don't allow OCIs, PIOs to play for us. It is not their mistake. It is not their fault. It is our fault, our government's fault. Raise this topic with the government of India that we should be playing players of Indian origin. That is the topic, that these kind of matches should be the sign of, we're not good enough. We are playing against lower. if you think that players are saying, oh, you know what, I want to play in Europe, we are playing mainly, this Afghanistan team is a semi-pro team, right? As a national team, they're semi-pro, you know. So this is the thing. This is the issue with Haram Ball defending against stronger team and counter-attack, but Afghanistan doing the same thing. Where are Afghanistan doing the same thing? Afghanistan is trying to play with their limited resources, whatever they have. All the Afghani players up here will say, okay, Afghanistan may not, but Singapore will make good of the chances they will be given. Yeah, well then, again, they went to Dhaka and beat Bangladesh. That to me is something which says to you, you know what? Yeah, quality. Yuvraj says we're clueless. There is a reason why Ashik, after 30 minutes, started carrying the ball alone inside. He realized there's no way I have a finisher in the box and no chances. Finisher is losing his man. Yeah, Yuvraj, very, very well said. I mean, if you're going to play that front four, I said this the other day, the substitutions, the tactical changes, and now the starting lineup, and also the starting lineup to me shows, Khalid, with all respect, you have not understood which player is capable of playing in an India shirt or not. That is, for me, the first understanding a coach needs to have. To me, that is something which Manolo Marquez didn't understand. And today, I see with Khalid, and also to some extent with Steamach at some stage, right? Coaches like Stephen Constant, Bob Houghton, with all their own deficiencies, they knew which player will do what for them. Although I'd say we played worse before CAFA. Did we? No, we didn't. Right? That's the thing. This first half this hurts. Irfan today, 0 goals, 0 assists, 50 slipping. Aditya, forget Irfan. Mohammad Owais is slipping. Valpuya is slipping. All of them are slipping. This football is similar, if not worse, than we played versus Hong Kong. Today, the midfield was invisible, not absent, just invisible. It was the wings or pressing that gave people ball up top. Yeah, I would formulate it differently, Raj. I think our defensive midfield was helping our defense, right? And the attacking four were trying to do something, so therefore, yeah, let's see. Reality of Indian players, at least the score is 0-0, right? We've seen what Barca style gameplay has brought us in the past. Where did we play Barca style? Again, Abhijit, mentioning Barca style gameplay in the context of the Indian national team, like Mr. Steamach has said, which his teams have never played, still the results were better. Today we're playing anti-football. This is not football, this is anti-football, right? And even if we win today and get into that third place playoff, we are fooling ourselves. The 3-0 against Iran is fooling ourselves. The win against Tajikistan, we're fooling ourselves. Because this first half proves everything that I said before and why Khalid Jamil cannot be the India coach. Even if we win today. This is a preparatory tournament. Do you think that Singapore will play this? Singapore has some European, South American born strikers. They'll do the job, right? I need to. And the thing is, was it Blue? Was it Yuvraj? Someone said it, right? That no one is able to hold the ball in the final third. That is your thing. Right? Even if you play the long ball, you have to strike body it, keep the ball, let your runners come and play the ball, square it, let them run on against the defenders. None of that is done. Sir, isn't this new AIFF thing that SAF countries will not be counted as foreigners now? Yeah, you're right, supposedly, but again, it has to be cleared in the respective leagues. Missed the first half. Can you give a brief review? Irshan, there is no review of the first half. Just two things to simply say. We were defensive. We were hoping that with the long ball, we can find players up front. One or two half chances. Afghanistan trying to play football, but also not getting final third penetration. Yeah. So let's see. Please revisit the Hong Kong match. That was a bit of nonsensical football. I rate this much higher than that. Angry Birds, seriously? Against Hong Kong, I would have said lose. I think we didn't deserve to lose against Hong Kong. Again, we did lose, but yeah, Vishal Kate, thank you very much. But I didn't think that we were supposed to lose against Hong Kong. That was 0-0, 1-1, whatever. This, again, also Hong Kong is, just realize in your head, Hong Kong to me is a stronger team, a much stronger team than Afghanistan, right? We did not play even like this in the two matches we lost. We drew and we lost to Afghanistan. We're not trying to play football. In Guwahati, we lost 1-2, but we tried at least to play football. We even scored a goal. Yeah, but whatever. But this is hoping that nothing happens to you. Good evening, Roshan. Roshan, I'm saying. Simon, good to see you back. Haram ball is fine, but against Afghanistan, come on. Yeah, Simon, but again, I've said this. He has one style to play. There is no plan B or plan C. You know? Vikram in, Irfan out, first change. Ishan, Vikram in, yes, but the question is, who do you take out? Vikram and Changte would be my first options because I need someone to try and do something. Right? Irfan could go, Jitin can go, Mahesh can go, even Ashik. I could take out all my 4 attacking players, but who do I put in? Yuvraj answers, that game is definitely at par with Hong Kong game, if not worse. The Hong Kong game, at least we got spaces and we had a midfield in that game. Yeah, but we tried to play football also, Yuvraj, right? Against, under Manolo, we were not good, but we at least tried to play a little bit of football. At this moment in time, we're trying to stand deep and then hope nothing happens to us. Why is Roshan never picked up? Ishan, very good question. A question that I have thought and asked a few times. It seems like Igor Stimac didn't rate him. It seems like Manolo Marquez didn't rate him, and now we are in the same situation with Khalid. Yeah. Wait, but wonder why are we slipping? Like, are our shoes not good? I've only seen 2 Afghan players slip, but today every one of Indian players is slipping. Aditya, because we're wearing the wrong studs. That is part of our preparation, and wrong studs, and therefore, if you're slipping, because you've seen it, especially on that right Indian side, left at Afghani side, because it seems like the sun didn't get there, but they watered that area. The number 19 of Afghanistan, Omid Musawi, was also slipping. That's the problem, right? So therefore, yeah. Khalid is proving his doubters right again. I'm saying Afghan players are technically better than us. This PIO's topics are getting boring. It's not happening anytime soon. Get on with it. Indian players are irritatingly bad. Score is 0-0. Abhijit, you might think it might not happen, but it's something that I've tried to always fight for in my days of Indian football, and I will still continue to fight it. Anti-football is played by Diego Simeone and Jose Mourinho. No, they're not, Aditya. Khalid is on a different level, on a different tangent. Those guys had players to do it. Diego Simeone has also had teams, that have played. Jose Mourinho, surely. Inter Milan versus Barca 2010 Champions League was the most anti-football thing you can do. But still he had, Zlatan and the other players in there. I just saw the recap of Hong Kong match. We were clumsy. Yeah, but clumsy. But today we're not doing anything. Even if we are clumsy. But today we are not playing football. Again, I'm against anti-football. I think, Aditya, all of us are. I would think that all of us are against anti-football. But what we're playing at this moment in time is not football. Blue Cells can really playing like this. People expect we will win against Singapore, 2 matches, Bangladesh away and Hong Kong. Remember, we need to win all to qualify. I doubt if we can any. Blue, that's the whole point. This is preparation. This should be trying out. Even if today it doesn't work out, but at least you tried something out. This is just trying to get through this game, right? And again, this to me is not good enough. That's the thing, no sir. Midfield, instead of creating passes and balls, defending with defenders against mighty Afghanis. This was a dressing room plan. Keep it balanced. No guts to attack early. Yeah, and you're right, Yuvraj. This is the task that Suresh as well as Nikhil Prabhu have been given by Khalid Jamil, right? So therefore, that's the problem, that both the teams, the coach has said, ensure we don't concede. And on the other side, yeah, what are you going to do? But it seems like India is going to make substitutions. I see someone, number 12's jersey, Manveer Singh seems to be coming on. And Vikram, okay, interesting. So that to me means that, yeah, Ashik off. And Manveer coming on for Ashik. And who's the other substitution? Irfan Yadwad. So interesting to see how they set up. So this to me proves what I've said, game reading, right? Khalid just wanting to prove a point is going to keep Mahesh and Jitin on. We're not clumsy today because it's Afghanis with maximum possession. Yeah, first of all, maximum possession. And there's a popular saying about signing, your heart won't slip. Kickoff, Afghanistan for the second half. Long ball. Ooh, just over the top. Oh, that's a long range attempt. Interesting. Your heart won't slip for your crush as much as our players will slip on the pitch just controlling a shouted ball. Oh, that's hard. Simon says, I'm not being reactionary, but even if we played haram ball under Steve, it's still not a specific approach here. It's just like hopeless long balls and rushed clearances. There's a limit to this. Yeah, I agree with you. Looks like it. I really wish Sir Khalid to succeed. It will be massive for Indian football, full throttle on backing him, but show us the incentives, show us that, okay, I tried 10 shots on target. Afghani goalkeeper was fantastic. Yuvraj, same thing. You know, to me, the problem is very simple, is these players need guidance. The coach is not only a coach, the coach is a teacher. He's like a father figure. And you know, you need to work on the basics. And that is going to be the question. And that will be interesting to see. Sean Dyche, like tactics, funnily enough, he applied in 2019 for the national team job, right? Not that I know of Sean Dyche. This team has ideological issues, says Zidane. Okay. We are slipping so much over my brought that slipping quote. Vikram, yes. It's like you had an important exam, but in a mock test, you cheat to file happy about your preparation, but it will not work. Okay. Manveer Singh being told off by the referee for a foul. Let's see what he does now. Ooh, that's late. That is very, very late. With no chance on the ball. Passing and attacking, who? What is that? Utter nonsense. Khalid Daesh. Okay. Don't worry, Mr. Kalyan has his striker crash course ready. Hoylund and Nunes are coming to India. Oh. Not only that, most probably Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi are coming. No? So we should be shorted in a few weeks. Haram ball won us the I-League, sir. But that was a channel to it. Our midfield drew men from opposition defensive spaces on the flanks were made. So there was a free and for 2 men check in here. Not even 1%, yeah. Throw in Afghanistan. Do not compare national football and club football since we don't have foreigners. One day I'll become a heartbroken poet who has left all the worldly affairs living in some mountains of Uttarakhand in a cottage because of Indian football that day and far. Yeah, but Uttarakhand is dangerous, no? Yuvraj, no? Uttarakhand with the cloud bursts and other things. I don't know if your cottage will stand in the mountains. That's a clear yellow, yeah. Yuvraj Kafka. Now I just turned in for the game. How was the first half and how was the ref? Anupam, the ref was very, very good. Didn't fall for tricks from both teams or attempts. And yeah, we were awful. A proper haram ball performance against the lowly Afghanistan. Long throw in. Cleared by Afghanistan. Mahesh. Jitin. The ball is with the keeper. Samva, don't troll my Nunes. He scored one at least. Unlike Haaland from Timo who played for Man U. Okay. Let's focus now a little bit more on the game and not on our poetry as Afghanistan tries to combine. Ball through. Ooh. Dangerous. And Rahul Beke. stops the man. Suresh wins a free kick. Yeah, Suresh doing the job, whatever was asked to. Good clearance there from Rahul Beke against the substitute Rahmat Akbari. Gurpreet is going to take the free kick, which ends up with his opposite number, Faisal Hamidi. Long ball forward by Afghanistan. Anwar clears. Back with the Afghanis. India wins the ball for once. Vikram on the left. Vikram in the box. Vikram Pratap. And that should be not a corner. And that's the problem. What a run, but wasted. So the problem is he's waiting, no? He's waiting for someone to be in a position that he can play the ball, and there is no one. That's the problem. Yes, my bad. Kashi local thinking of renouncing world somewhere else. Then Kashi is like a fish saying, "Oh, I want to live in aquarium and leave the river." Question is, what is the best option? Tricky time now. Let's hope we don't leave spaces on the counter. That's the question, right? Substitutions haven't worked. Entire Europe is. I said we are bad. That's what I'm saying, right? It's because you don't work on these things. We are still in a pre-season phase, and these players have not worked with the foreigners or with the foreign coaches. That's another thing you should not forget. They are, where they should be at 60, 70, 80%. They're at the moment maybe at 30, 40. And then the decision making is a big problem. Afghanistan. They're trying to combine. India trying to press, but Afghanistan play out. Afghanistan building from the back as opposed to us. Yeah, they're trying to. And then you see, again, these are not top-class professionals. A lot of them are semi-pro. That should be a foul for India. Yeah, given. Vikram bringing some energy. Angry Bhai moved from we are back to we are bad and took 5 minutes of Khalid. Nice one, Yuvraj. Yeah. Foul by Amit Arezu. Another one of those Norwegian-based players. Free kick. That's most probably our best chance, or could be one of our best chances in the 53rd minute. Put into the box. Cleared by Afghanistan. Nikhil Prabhu. Who is that? Cleared by Afghanistan. And is that an offside? Sam, I actually just wanted to okay, guys. The problems of the different clubs, right? We will see towards the end of the season what happens. But again, Afghanistan building up from the back, trying to combine. Hanifi. Long ball to the other side. Good interception from Valpuya. Going to throw in for the Afghans. I said the good thing with Afghanistan is that they have limited final third penetration. That would be the interesting one. So where is the Indian Army player? He didn't get the final call up. No. Yuvraj, Sunil, Benjamin did not get a final call up. Still don't know how he made it into that. Vikram, yeah, that works in the ISL, but you're not going to get anything in international football. This is one thing I realize also with our players who are spoiled by our referees. Or now how's the current strikers different from Sunil at his prime? Why no one has reached his level? It's solely because of lack of proper game time. We should it's not game time. It's also class, willingness to work hard and trying to learn. And again, Sunil was never the best of his class or generation, but he worked hard. Baichung Bhutia had something in him, but he worked hard. These guys, again, there's too much of lacking. And the question has to be what did these boys learn or didn't learn in their grassroots and youth years? Or did some of them start too late to play football? That's another point that I've learned also. Right. So that's another issue. Ball goes out from Musawi. Throw in India. Angry boy, just watch Afghan. You will see Afghanis completing 10 passes, drawing men, beating markings and so easily, and then creating viable threats at the wings. Yeah. Ramat Akbari, wasn't he the guy who scored against us back in 2024? He played for Brisbane as far as I remember. I think he is that player, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I agree. I think he was that player last time around. Yeah, I think he was. But the good thing is with the referee is he's not, willing to fall for these tricks, trying to earn free kicks and fouls. Oh, that was Nikhil, huh? Was that an elbow involved? Be a chance. Oh. India win it. Good ball through, but the keeper comes out. Really first good through ball from Mahesh. हमारे साथ ऐसा ही क्या होता है? Tajik officer standing behind Khalid. I've heard the army intelligence corrupt. You bribe them. They can arrest anyone. Just saying. God. Kharajim is frustrating me now. If Molina would change player first half when like this. Yeah. And he's taken out the better ones and leave the worse ones on. Afghanistan on that flank and don't earn a corner. Reza Ani Panahi had one of the better chances. जितनी थी मोहब्बत उतना ज़्यादा दर्द. The stronger the love, the harder the pain, says Yuvraj as an answer. The problem is suddenly there are expectations. Now, after the Tajikistan game, there are expectations, and that is most probably something which cannot be fulfilled by the Indian team. That's, I think, the problem at this moment of time. That is the issue, I guess, gentlemen. Long ball from India. Vikram won't reach to it. Throw in at least for India, yeah. Oh, down, okay. Valpuya, clear it fast, yeah, does. Jitin, no, you're not going to get a foul for that. Now I have to see Molina ball in club if he doesn't get fired, and Khalid national team says blue. Mohamed Sir really like the player, but are we overhyping or is he very talented? Overhyping. Simon, that was a brilliant goal, brilliant individual effort, but yeah. In my opinion, let's give every player 3-4 games. Sam, give him one season or two. Anwar, Long ball forward. Manvir, can he beat his marker? Not going to get a free kick for that. Sam agrees. I don't know, was this attempt at wrestling or kabaddi from Manvir Singh? Might be better at that. 59 minutes. That was the time that Iran scored against us. Question is also, Khalid has not been using a lot of his bench. Most of the players are playing their third match in 7 days. Hope that isn't a factor. Yeah. Vikram. He has to be smarter in that situation. Try and earn something of a foul. Yeah, he's pulling down Amit Arizu. 63 versus 37% possession, says Blue. Yeah, that's after 60 minutes. Not speaking for India. But at least Vikram is giving some energy. And that was missing in the first half. Vikram has done more as all the other 4 attacking players in the first 45. That's what will happen if you have 2 defensive midfielders, a central midfielders, a completely exposed midfield. Yeah, Simon, but even our creative number 10 or number 8, what way you want to see Mahesh, is not in there. Even Mahesh is now playing sometimes as a second striker, maybe as a 4-4-2 sometimes. So that's your challenge. Assuming we draw today, how likely are we to play the third place match? Can Tajikistan after Iran? I don't see Tajikistan beating Iran. So if we draw, I think we're through. Anything else would surprise me. And if we're going to play Oman, now Oman and Uzbekistan are fighting for the top spot, and they're going to play Oman, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. I hope we're not playing Uzbekistan. Might be a chance there. We probably will qualify for third place team match. No, what will happen in that match? That's my concern, right? I mean, Oman is a lot of Al-Seeb, and Uzbekistan, I don't even want to think about that. Khalid played 3D chess. He knew with this game style and starting 11 on midfield will get exposed as he decided not to play on midfield at all. With this, I'm seeing a draw. Hope I'm wrong at the final moments. Let's see. Long throw in for India. Might be danger. Suresh, and chance for Afghanistan to break. It's a very scrappy game overall. Limited chances at both ends. Say limited to close to none. We are a national team where we are scared more of our coaches than the opponents. Oh, Yuvraj, that's hard. I didn't watch the game versus Iran, but was the game similar to the Australia game back in the Asian Cup? Good first half defense, then the second. No, Simon, we were outplayed for 90 minutes. It's just, I've said this, and again, if you've watched my videos on the topic, I've said it multiple times that I felt Iran was very, very arrogant against us. I felt Iran didn't exert themselves. And that's Iranian friends have said that as well, who follow cover football, and they were unhappy because think about it, which is embarrassing in itself, that they said, this Indian team we should have beaten 5-6-0. So there's just utter lack of respect for our football at the moment, which I find depressing in that way. And yeah, in the end, 3-0. Again, some people say, oh, that's should have been 2. But again, we're not playing against an A Iran, so that's also a point. So again, 64 minutes. I think Khalid will be happy if this match continues to be scrappy like this, and we keep it that way. They want to play the ball back. Mesh treatment is over. Ball back with the Afghanis. Hamadi plays it to Amit Arezu. Long ball forward. And yeah, interesting. At both ends, the referee is not giving these 50-50 fouls. Throw in Afghanistan. Throw in India. And Vincenzo Anissa is not happy about it. Long throw in. That's going to go too far, or cleared by Amit Arezu. I might sleep early, sir. Reason not fatigue due to office work, but due to this gameplay. Yuvraj, I'm actually also, feeling sleepy. Afghanistan getting their 2 substitutes ready. Habibullah Hotak, long throw in. Dangerous. Jitin with Habibullah Hotak and Hussein Zamani are getting ready to come on for Afghanistan. First Bangladesh and Afghanistan. What's next? Start to draw against Nepal. Those times are coming soon later. Simon, we lost to Afghanistan last year. So if we want to see a positive, we've come from losing to Afghanistan to drawing Afghanistan. So yeah, right. This stream is more engaging than the game. Yes, it looks like it. And Omid Musawi, who got quite a bit of impact in the first half, as well as the experienced Belal Arezu are off, the former Churchill Brothers striker. So Hussein Zamani, as well as Habibullah Hotak, are now in the game. Long goal kick by the Afghanis. And Afghanistan on that right flank. Skandari plays it to Kaya. Oh, important touch from Valpuya. Otherwise, the ball would have gone through. The ball is like a boomerang. Gurpreet has it. 67 plus minutes. Still goalless between Afghanistan and India in the CAFA Nations Cup Group B match between these two. With the draw, India look likely to make it to the knockouts and third place playoff. And that should be a foul on India. Oh no. Can at both ends. The referee. And that's a long ball. That's not given as an offside. Gurpreet has to come in. Good clearance by Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Very important. Yes, mighty Afghanistan. Nice one, sir. Yeah, Simon. As again, we have to develop ourselves. I mean, from losing to them to drawing to them, and that was the ball back, clear the ball. Said, during British rule in India, they used to send Indian fighters to cellular jail to break them via torture. Do you know why? Because back then there was no Indian national team in Khalid ball. Ooh, Yuvraj, that's hard. That is hard. And we're in between. Should be a foul. Yeah, given. against Hotak. Yeah, on the foot from Anwar. Really tiring, guys. Sorry, trying to make it interesting, but again, there's nothing happening. At the moment, I can watch Delhi FC versus SC Bangalore and call it more entertaining. Wow. I forget I-League. You can go down to I-League 3 most probably and will be more entertaining. On the waist, clears it. Vikram. For once. The Afghanis have the ball back. Chip it forward. Anwar Ali has to come out. Ball crossed into the danger area. Rahul Beke with the clearance. Very, very important. Because Anwar had to go out. The clearance by the captain, Rahul Beke. For once, the Afghanis had opened up the Indian defense. Corner. 69th, 70th minute. Short. Ball dangerously in. Oh, against the post. Lucky India. That's another attempt. Ooh. That was lucky for India. Short corner by the Afghanis. The substitute, Zamani in. And somehow India survived. That was lucky. Yeah, Virgin safe. So what says Yuvraj? I feel the current players are one-dimensional, so is Khalid. I see no variations in tactics to prize the opponents. Yeah, but Anupam, that has to come from the coach. And it seems like the Afghanis are upping the tempo after 65, 70 minutes. Okay, change in prediction 0-0 or 1-0 to Afghanistan. Oops. And Vikram. Let's see. Yeah, Vikram does this. The referee, no more. Yeah, Vikram lucky to get away with that. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. We've been getting away a few ones of these with no cards today. So the less we say, the better, I would say. Afghanistan's committed 5, India 9 fouls. And if I'm honest, oh, that's could have been Mahesh. Doesn't get to it. Bad pass once more from keeper Faisal Hamidi. My God, how did he miss that ball? Whereas how is he still on the pitch? Would be my question after 72 minutes. Ball back with the Afghani goalkeeper. Mahesh is a disappointment. I expected if he's going to get a chance that he'll do more, but this has been nothing so far. And if we continue to play like this, I think a Sunil Chhetri comeback in October looks more and more likely. Cleared by Nikhil. Back with the Afghanis. Trying to combine their way now forward. Oh, that's a nice chip forward. Anwar Ali clears it. Mohammad Uwais back with Afghanistan. We're surely upping the tempo. That's one-way traffic at the moment. We need to start playing a little bit of football. Oh, nice little trickery. He's going to try and attempt it goalwards. And Gurpreet is there. Had it not been Khalid's black magic, that ball was definitely going in. Yuvraj, nice one. One reminder, of course, 31 of you watching this match with me, or suffering with me, I guess is the better word at the moment. Sorry to say it that much. Like this video, share it with others. that they can join in 19 likes so far in our sufferings. And those of you who might be new, do subscribe to the channel. We're 2,878 at the moment. And yeah, thank you as always. Throw in Valpuya. Headed out by the Afghanis. Another throw in for India. Or, no, it seems to be the drinks break. 74 minutes now gone. What do you think, guys? Is there a goal in there for India? Is there a goal in there for both the teams or maybe for Afghanistan? What do you think? If everyone watching at the moment likes the stream, Mr. Messiah to international, therefore will the dream come true? Yeah. No, there is torture in hell, but fast football fans, this is our torture. Well, Jan, again, I am willing to take back everything that I said about Manolo and Igor Stimac when seeing this today at the moment. Sorry. This is next level. This is the next level torture that's been done to us. But hey, thank you, AIFF. And if we make it to the third place playoff, they will even sell this as a success. Oh, they show. Oh, Gurpreet's hand was so important. Shot from Yama Sherzad. And Gurpreet keeps us in the game. Yuvraj, sir, 2 key moments for the national team up to now. 1 and 29th minute, 1 right now. The cooling breaks. Yeah, add a third one, halftime. I can't see this stuff anymore. Oh no, today's torture. This is really, 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 really torture. I mean, again, our team is not the best in the world, but at least I expect them to play a little bit of football. This is all but football, right? To me, this is the problem today, right? So, again, we are not the best in the world. We're nowhere near to be the best in the world. No one is asking us to be the best in the world, but play at least a little bit of football. This is Afghanistan, right? It is not some world-class team we're playing at the moment, right? Afghanistan currently is ranked 161 in the world, 161, and they are better than us at this moment in time, right? That should be yeah. Do you think we were lucky against Tajikistan with the long throws always? I see lack of clarity on field from what I've seen in the second half. Anupam, yes, of course. So that is your problem, no? Tajikistan, we scored 2 early goals. What did we do thereafter? Now Vikram on the left. Can he do something? Can he at least get a ball? And no, he puts it behind the goal. Terrible. Except Mahesh, no one knows anything about football. Totally outclassed against Afghanistan. Mahesh has been the worst player on the field, Arnav. The worst. Am I missing something, or is I don't know. Do some of you need an eye operation or something of the sorts? I don't know. AIFF in recent years first, Prabhu Patel feels like blessing over Kalyan Chaubey. Now Igor Mamro feels like blessing over Khalid Jamil. Yeah. Do you think team selection is okay on that? Why not? Starting 11, no. Danish Farooq doesn't get into the national team. Period. Jitin MS does not play national team. Period. And Lalinzwala Changte, who's our best player at the moment, if people like it or not, is not in the team. Then to me, that means the coach doesn't know what he's doing. If Danish Farooq starts a match and is able to play more than 60 minutes, then you know that there is something wrong, right? What to say? We are a cricketing nation. How do we prove that? Score sixes in the name of crosses. Oops. I don't know why people are blaming Ashik so much like he did. I don't know, Blue. I thought I go back to me, Ashik at least tried. And this is the joke. That's why sometimes I don't take the comments of Indian football fans seriously. Ashik at least tries. That he's not the best finisher, I'm going to take it, but at least he tries something. What has Jitin MS done so far in this game? Yeah, he had a shot in the 49th minute. Oh, brilliant. Right? What has he done? What has Mahesh done? Mahesh is... No. And you have Changte and others on the bench. So there are options. It's not that we're optionless, right? I don't know. I could use Udanta. I've got Roshan. Again, Sana, he's destroyed himself. I don't know. I honestly don't know. The less I think about Indian football, the better I feel. This is just pathetic to say the least. I think he meant Mahesh Kohli. What is Mahesh going to say? If Khalid picks a team, Mahesh might say his opinion, but Khalid is the one who's picking the team in the end. Free kick Afghanistan. Is Sal injured or something? Yuvraj? No, I don't think so. I'm not going to judge individual players much because this is torture. Yeah, Blue. Also, to add to this frustration, for every head ball attempt, there is one Afghan player on the floor. Yeah, that's another thing. That's too far. Gurpreet has the ball. On the ball, I still think Mahesh is better than others. I can't bear to watch Danish. Why hasn't Khalid kept Rahim where we clearly don't have none other than Irfan? Rahim is injured, Arnav. But if I see Mahesh at the moment, why is Changte not on the field still? Mahesh is not able to do, Mahesh has certain things, right? And now we have Danish Farouk and Udanta coming on. And this, yeah. What am I going to say? Okay, Udanta is fine, but Danish Farouk for Suresh, I mean, we're asking to lose this now, right? And Changte is also ready, right? So this to me, Changte coming on for Mahesh, 81st minute. Finally. Afghanistan does to what theatrics they're doing. Yuvraj, forget the theatrics. They're better than us. I see an Afghan goal coming. I fear that is coming. Jitin Sab. The legend Danish is coming. Bring it on. No way, Danish. I would rather have Prono at this age instead of Danish. Yeah. Afghanistan attacking from the left. Danish wins the ball. Valpuya does well. At least Valpuya has kept his consistency today. Back the ball with Afghanistan, who of course know that they now need to risk something. Changte in 80th minute, my head coach needs a pair of glasses. Pass at this stage, any day more work rate and end product than Danish. Yeah. We don't need to talk about, there is a reason why Steven or even Habas, again, we can talk about those guys. But why do they trust these kind of players more? Oops, it seems like my stream has just stopped. Not now, guys, please. Just 1 second. It seems like my stream has just stopped and is not loading anymore. Whoops. Yeah, so that's the situation as it is. It is hurting to see. But what do you expect? I don't know what I expect. Someone asked me, what do I expect? At the moment, I don't expect anything. That's the thing. If I expect something, I've already done a mistake. India trying to stay in the game somehow. Maybe a chance to counter. Vikram dispossessed. challenge. I just hope we don't concede a late goal. And not because of something like that. Afghanistan with the ball once more. Into the box, cleared by Valpuya. Today, finally, I managed to watch the full match. It's a torture to see such football. Yeah, why not? You know, I mean, to call this football is torture, right? It's most probably the Human Rights Convention needs to step in most probably. And again, I know we're not the best, but this is, Vikram on the ball is useless. Yeah, but who is useful on the ball? Again, you're saying Mahesh. Mahesh has been, where is that usefulness? Ball with the Indians, ball in the box. Oh, what was that attempt by? Afghanistan clear the lines. Can India win CAFA like Greece won in 2004? Arijit, where do you come from? How do you think Iran already has 6 points, so and head-to-head counts, so we're out. So we can only finish for third place playoff. I've heard things about quota by Kalyan, by Khalid Jamil in this national team selection room, national team doctor to players, one per fix to quota. Yuvraj, we've had this quota discussion X number of times about coaches or quota. No, coaches, players select certain players. Yes, some I'm fine with, some are not. But again, forget the quota. I say, yeah, nothing to add. These guys have nothing in the tank now. They're just trying to survive this game. By the way, this is Afghanistan playing what garbage performance. Yeah, because there is no game plan from the coach, right? That's clearly visible. Oh, that's a nice one. Valpuya beaten. Valpuya gets him out, the man. At least good performance from Valpuya on that right defensive. Lost. We are all over the place. We're just begging Afghanistan to just score a goal and send us home, I think, at the moment. It's disappointing to see. Very, very. Cleared by India. Yeah, but what do you expect? I mean, that's the one. But India winning, even playing third place is a positive. Arijit, the way we are playing, again, this has nothing to do with football, what we're trying to do here. Oh, Mohammed Uwais loses the ball. Afghanistan are trying to build up. Somehow cleared by India. Can Changte get to the ball? No, he can't. Afghanistan have the ball back. Skandari. Ball into the box. Cleared again. We lost versus Afghanistan last time at home. This time we drew away. We are progressing. Yeah, we've come a long way. I realize that, right? And therefore, I don't know. Yeah, Valpoya best player along with Anwar. Anwar, and I would bring Rahul Beke into the mix, right? So I think that should be captain's knock. Corner Afghanistan, 89th or 90th minute already. Sorry, 90th minute. I hope it doesn't happen now. So referee having a word with a number of Indian players about pushing and shoving. Corner to be taken by Syed Fatemi. And the stream is fighting for its life. I guess even the guys running the stream have fallen asleep. These guys can't hold a ball even if their life depends on it. Yeah, looks like that. Seems to me that I have an internet problem over here. My stream is totally dead, guys. Sorry. It was gone. It was running well. Now it seems to be totally struggling. 4 minutes of added time. India throw in. Roshan taking his time with the throw in. Ball with back with the Afghanis. Roshan loses the ball again. Afghanistan playing a long ball forward. Anwar Ali, what is he going to do? Anwar Ali put under pressure. Ball goes out, throw in Afghanistan. And, nope, Yuvraj, I don't think so. Most important, again, Arijit, if we play like this, no chance. As deserves to win. This is India, right? It was a fluke. I agree. Khalid have no tactics, other defense. I've said that, right? I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, right? So, last minute, Afghanistan trying their bit. It's just very, very poor. Terrible, terrible, terrible what I'm seeing here. Just not good enough. Streamers. They're dreaming of it. They're fearing it. That's and it's over. It ends goalless between the mighty Afghanistan and India. Afghanistan are out of the competition with this loss. With this draw, which is a loss for them in that way. And look at Gurpreet Singh Sandhu lying on the floor. Yeah, this draw might be worth a lot for India because now Tajikistan will have to beat Iran to leapfrog India, and 60-40 was the average, with 4-3 at halftime in regard to chances, and at the end of 90 minutes it's 7-3. So therefore no chances for India in the second 45, right? And recent fans were crying, Khalid out. If he continues with this for 3 more games, what a disgrace. Stay strong. Hi, Kumar. Yeah, well, the less we say, the better, I mean, one second, let me just put out a tweet, which is gonna. Sorry, so I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, what to say, guys? The less I say, the better, because this performance is just not, in my opinion, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. And yeah, what is the game plan of Khalid? They don't see anything. It's null and void. They will say something. I say good night. Let's concede the fact that Afghanistan to win here, not this draw. You're right. That's the sad part. If I look at Afghanistan again, Afghanistan had their means or didn't have their means. At least they tried. We didn't put in an effort. And I say lineup, substitutions, tactics. And then if you add all of those factors together, then you know that someone is capable or not capable in position. And there is no development in Khalid since his Mumbai FC days. This has been the same, right? Now, I know that people will afterwards say, oh, if we reach the knockouts, it's a huge success for us. Huge this, that, right? Yeah, of course, you can say that. But if 161st Afghanistan controls the match against us, that's an embarrassment. That is disgraceful. And I don't want to go into worse words, right? Lou says, okay, I must say to you, this is the worst India match I saw. Lou, I think I would agree to you with you. There was nothing today, right? If I say that I saw something in the Tajikistan game, at least the passion, desire, grit to fight. I saw that also against today. It was like trying to survive the situation. Because why? Your coach has to take you to us. Like, yeah. Well, I'm off this match versus Wales, and so this was fun. Pranjal was terrible to watch. Terrible. Afghanistan dominated us. Yeah, yeah. So, do you think players are tired, and also since they are not used to playing such conditions, hot and also at this level of the week, they did okay with the new coach? No, they didn't. Again, you are trying to find reasons of why you can't. Again, if I just look at, Mediterranean, after the match against Afghanistan, flies to Greece, does his medical, signs contract, does media shoots, this, that, flies back, plays 20 minutes against us, scores a goal, goes home. Was he tired? Was he not capable? So there's a mentality, right? Shua says Manu was playing like Mohan Subhajan. No, he wasn't. If you think Manveer Jr. was as good as Manveer Singh, even on his worst day, then what are we talking about? Mauritius was, no, of course, Pranjal, Mauritius was not worse. At least we tried something. We tried to play football. Today, we did everything to avoid playing football. This reminds me of the early 2010s Mumbai FC, Khalid Jamil at the Cooperage against teams who are inferior to Mumbai FC. And that he was lucky he had these big-bodied Africans who used to bang in one here or one there, and then you're happy with a 1-0, somehow or the other, or hold on to a 0-0. When I was sorry for having an altercation with you in the first half when they are angry birds, I don't have a problem, Again, we don't have to agree on the opinions, but this is just not good enough from a football perspective. Because in training, you can see the players have not been given a plan on their hands to try and do something, right? And this is something, there are players who've been called up to this team who just simply don't deserve to wear an India shirt because they're not good enough, right? That is my biggest problem. I think bye-bye to AFC Asian Cup 2027. I guarantee you that we won't qualify for AFC Asian Cup 2027. Yeah. Angry Bird says the same, looks impossible. Yeah. I mean, our chances are and were slim. But with the right coaching appointment, with the right decisions, maybe something or the other could have been possible. Right? That's my only point. There might have been something possible. But with this performance, and we're still playing Afghanistan. Don't forget that. We are playing a lot of these players are semi-professionals. They're not even professionals, right? Last time around, we lost against a team which had 4 players without contracts. So these are realities of Afghanistan, right? And they're giving everything for that shirt. So therefore, for me, that's the problem, right? Right? There are 3rd, 4th tier European players. So anyone who asks me, right, if Indian players should be given contracts in Europe, please don't ask that question. Please do not ask that question. And if you see Indian players signing in Europe contracts, then you realize those are all somehow pay-to-play models. Otherwise, Indian players can never be given a contract. Reality, right? And if I don't know who to select into my national team, if I don't know who can start and who should be coming in and where to do what substitutions, you are not, forget tactics, working on things, terrible. I didn't watch this after first half. Yeah, understandable. This Manveer Singh Jr. is just throwing his body. Yeah, Kumar, what do you expect? Someone who's never played regularly ISL level football, playing for the national team, what can you expect from him? Right? And if anyone wants to argue with me that Sunil at least should be on the field for us, in October, this just proved the point. Whatever we do in the next match, if we play a next match, right? I don't know. We should start thinking about World Cup 2030 qualifiers to qualify second one. Angry Birds, we need to weather this storm. National team mid to long term planning does not work for us because we are dependent on the playing material we have. Wasn't it 3-4 years ago that people used to abuse Rahul Beke and this and that and everything? Rahul Beke played a captain's knock today, right? So therefore I expect our guys who are 27, 28, 29, those guys will at some stage have to step up. OCI PIO players needed 100%. T.S. Subramanian, 100%. But this is something I've said for the last 25 years. We both said the Tajikistan win was fluke and Khalid is proving us right. Sadly, Rudro, to me, the sad part is that we thought or we hoped something had happened and so things had changed, which haven't. And this is what it is. Again, also with the under-23s after yesterday's game, Bahrain were pathetic. So the question, and Qatar scored 13 against Brunei. I don't know what is going to happen on Saturday, on that one, right? Lost these, yeah. Sadly, I have to agree to that, Rudra. I don't know if I should judge, but Khalid is worse. Yeah. If anyone else expected that, and Manolo already did a lot of simple mistakes, and this is what then I say to the people in the national team department, even to Amaj Goli, talk to your coach and say, coach, you have to understand who is capable of playing and putting on an India jersey or not. That has been, and that was always the strength of a Bob Houghton and a Stephen Constantine. That is something which I realized with Igor. Igor was following social media, was following trends, and it was calling up players. Manolo had certain ideas and certain thought processes, but he forgot, hey, listen, I don't have my foreigners. And on the other side, Khalid is calling up players who should not be even close to the national team. That is his problem, right? Sorry, guys. I just have to pick up that call from my. Where were we? Sorry. Singapore will demolish India, says Gopit Singh Sandhu, Sandesh Jing and Rahul Beke. If our defenders are man of the match, then it's time to think why we are playing football. I would say there are two things. To me, yes, and our experienced players. I go back, the 30 plus boys. Right? I know that a lot of people are saying, hey, give young players a chance, this, that. Again, everyone is talking about that Suhail goal. Please give the boy the chance to grow into a better player. That goal was brilliant yesterday, no doubt about it. But he's not a finished product. Right? Some people comparing it with European players or international players, it doesn't make sense. So therefore, please, that is something which needs to be looked at, guys. Defense wins you league, but not knockouts. Khalid is great in long run league structure, but now I now feel Khalid's selection for national team and coach is not apt as of now. Maybe a decade later with more experience. Anupam, he hasn't changed. What my point is, you are spot on. You are spot on that difference between league and knockout. And that's why I say a club coach and a national team coach has different roles. A national team coach has to manage with what he has. You can try and plan for the next 2-3 years, but your immediate results actually are those which count. But on the other side, Khalid has not changed over the last 15, 16, 17 years. That is the conversation. Afghanistan dominating us. Time to shut down Indian football, says, thanks to the degrading the coaching national team. Yeah, Blue. Danny Bath just became old enough to retire. When are we going to call up these guys? We need them more than they need us. Yeah, very true. Back to reality, says, yes, Stephen. I take that Tajikistan game result, win. I take it. Because we didn't have a lot to celebrate in the recent past. Even though we've had, yes, the women's, the under-20 women's, even the India under-23 boys. But this is the reality of where we stand. What's worse is Iran will beat Tajikistan, India will qualify for third place match, which, let's be honest, we will lose, and AIFF will present this towards a success. Pranjal could be. And scoring in and out in EFL League One. Very true. I think we need Sunil against. We need Sunil 100%. Andre is contributing easy match with the goal assist in Portugal. Angry Birds, we have multiple players to come in, and we are witnessing this. Yeah, don't abuse them. It's Polak, we won against Tajikistan. Furthermore, the Iran game must be 6-7 easily. I want to get back to the disaster for 0-6 if Iran play with the same seriousness. Kumar, yes. So 10:30. No, Kumar, there are two things. One, it wasn't the best Iran. One. And two, my Iranian friend said, even at this level, we should have won 5-6-0 against India. So that's the point. But that's my problem after this, right? So I don't know. I honestly don't know what we're going to do, what we're going to change, but there needs to be a lot of work put in. And again, that shows you this, because if I see people like, the people I speak to, they always take, hey, it's good. Even though there was no tactics in all the three matches, but last two India showed passion and they were, yes, but the problem is, did we see passion today? Because I felt today was slowly a fallback to those last 2 years where we just going through the motions. To me, clearly Sandesh Jingan was missing. And if people like it, Sandesh Jingan is an element which is very, very important at the moment. Mentality. And the other things I see. This worst match. Mural, it's not the result, it's the way we played against an Afghanistan who at least tried. My sadness today is we did not try to win this game. Right? In the second half, there was no attempt on goal. I'm 90. Maybe when I become 91, if alive, maybe we'll be able to see them go to World Cup. Angry Birds, let's not talk. In my lifetime, again, I'm old. I'm 30 years older nearly 30 years older than you. So I don't know. Maybe next 50 years. Maybe I don't know. You've got 80. Let's not talk about the World Cup. We are very, very. If you cannot beat Afghanistan in a game like this, please do not talk about the World Cup, because it is disrespectful to the World Cup. There was no passion today. It was the India before the Tajik match. Everyone was sleeping, was casually playing. There was no winning attack. Exactly, Debu. That would be my concern. In the third match, this India team is back to what it was in the last 2 years. I don't understand why we think we're entitled to win against Afghanistan. We fail to recognize our players play in better leagues and they have better exposure. Steven, we are playing against semi-pros. These guys are playing third, fourth tier in Norway or second division or third division Australia. This is, if we are a professional football team, we should be beating them. Yes, you're right on that front. That again, we should respect everyone. But if that, there are certain things that we can do. And if there is no tactics from the coach, then saying, stand deep and hope, play the ball forward. Coach, wingers, strikers, something they'll do, no? It will not work. And today's loss and the way we lost today, drew today, was worse than what we've played in the last 2 years. Sorry. So that is it. I have a genuine question. So a goal against Bahrain, then we cannot same so turn and twist. And I said the same. We scored more. He did same against 1-1. Kumar, it's the situation. He might score a goal like this against someone else. He might not score against someone else. And again, I've been watching Bahrain for many years. This Bahrain under 23 is again the worst Bahrain team I've ever seen in my life. Right? I mean, 20 years ago you would see Bahrain trying to get to the World Cup. But my problem with this is that even as bad as Bahrain were, they were technically better than us. Right? That is my concern. That we had the passion, the things, and you see the difference of approach of Khalid and Naushad Musa. Khalid Jamil, Naushad Musa at least wants to play football, promotes players who are ball-playing players. That is the difference. How does their passion just die in 3 matches? Pranjal, because I don't know. It's a good question. It's a very good question. I don't have an answer to that. We got carried away by one of the winning against Tajikistan set piece goals. Stephen, I didn't, and you're saying we're back to reality. Stephen, I didn't. The fans did. Because Rudro said it, I've also hinted at it. I didn't say it directly, but again, I'm happy with the result. But afterwards, I have to say, not working. At least I had some hope in Khalid that let's brush aside his stubborn approach. At least he brought the motivation in the players, but I'm again hopeless. Yeah, Debu, if I want to be rude, if I want to be harsh on Khalid, the performance of the players, especially against Tajikistan, was in the fact that the players wanted to play football and wanted to prove a point. And therefore, and again, today, Sandesh Jingan factor, 100% was a factor to me. No, that was against the sampling of one player and taking him to scale. Kumar, you've said this multiple times, not only today, you've said this multiple times over now a while that we've been in touch on social media or here on the show or even on Twitter Spaces. You said this, right? You're against hyping. And I agree. Mohamed Suhail has a certain level of potential. Yesterday we saw, for example, someone who has much more potential than Mohamed Suhail. Mohamed Saman had 3-4 potential good opportunities, couldn't score a goal, right? And is technically a much better. Suhail is another one of those of Ashik Kurunian, of Hulichar Nazari. He's going to give you the thing, yeah. And yes, Sandesh was really the fact, and I'm really sorry to Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, bro, is the GOAT, and also at least lost all. Yeah, that's the reality. 2 hours and 24 minutes nearly, guys. Let me come to an end. Thanks a lot once again for joining in for this live. I'm disappointed. I don't know what you guys are feeling. I take this. I have to take this, but I'm not happy. And even if we get the 3rd place, my concern is we want to play Oman and Uzbekistan next. Right? So I don't know. And I forget about lower league players. The Sunday league part-time football has a better basics and mentality compared to national team. Yeah. I have chance at 3rd place. No. PC game attack. It's all on. I mean, Tajikistan winning against Iran would be a real upset. But you never know what Iran is. Iran is through. So does Iran think, let me rest players? But Iran can't lose, because if Iran lose, then they don't get to the final, right? Because Tajikistan also has 6 points and then it's head-to-head. So I don't see Iran losing. And if it's a draw, we are through to the 3rd place playoff. But again, 3rd place playoff means Oman or Uzbekistan. That's another one. Right, guys, let me come to an end. 2 hours, 25 minutes. Thanks for being part of this live. Do leave a like behind. Do share it with others. Subscribe to the channel. Again, we need to continue to have honest conversations, and I try to create that platform here on arunfoot. Thanks again for joining in, and I'll be back with more live shows Saturday. I'll do a watch along for the under 23s against Qatar. Hopefully they continue a little bit in that, and Anupam catch you on Saturday. Yeah, and it's not the same with U20 players. Good evening to you guys. Thanks a lot, and again, like, share, and subscribe. And of course, watch the short videos, support me with everything else. And I'll catch you very soon. Goodbye, everyone.